wonderful. Thought I'd be yapping here for eternity. Blasted wormies only have eyes for the empty ones. Very well, tie me to your belt and we can get started. No time to lose. How can you breathe? You just do without thinking much about it. It's the same with me in talking. Or worm cultists digging up old bones. Didn't ask if they belonged to anyone, did they? The wormies just started making skeletons. Yes! Pieces of me are all over the place. It's rather disconcerting. I'm probably not the first skeleton you've had to reassemble, and I doubt I'll be the last. But once I'm walking again, we can figure out what the wormies want with the bone orchard. Deal? Ah, quite the view from up here, eh? I'm at the landscape. Don't get any ideas. All right, let's find the rest of me. Try searching the wormy camp first. Knocking some skeletons around until my bits fall out. Efficient little nitwits! Could be part of me in every skeleton here! That was my femur! No, my femur to the left. Carry on!
Got it!
That tickles! My pelvis is filthy! What did the wormies do? Use it as a shovel? That's the last one. Quickly now! Drop my pieces on the ground and I'll put myself back together. You have no idea how good this feels. To be whole again and walk with my own two legs. To have legs at all. Next? Oh, you mean the wormies. Can't leave them here, digging up bones that dig up bones? No idea. That's why we'll need to investigate, yes? That's the thing for us. Investigations all around! Their biggest dig site is nearby. Hard to miss it, really. Unless you're one to miss a hole in the ground. Charging off like filled and near blood drunk, eh? Don't expect me to lend a hand. Perhaps a rib will do? Point it at any wormy skeleton and I'll have it fighting at your side. No, it's no trouble. You can thank me later. Onward to the dig site. Gora dear, what have they done?
What does it look like? They dug up my barrow.
What? Why?
Wouldn't stop asking about the roots.
The roots? Why would they care about the... Oh, no.
Told them they were asking for trouble, but did they listen? Went right to the barrow bar. Idiots.
Hey, friend, listen, we have a problem. The wormies must be here for what's under the barrow bow. With enough of the little skeletons, they'll be able to dig up the big ones. I knew I shouldn't have said anything to that Ithruin fellow. The wormy leader told him he'd have no use for the big bones in the ground with the barrow bow to keep them sleeping. But if he digs up the barrow bow's roots, he'll kill it. Then he can build giant wormy skeletons to stomp around. There are others like Goradir sleeping beneath the barrow bow. If they knew what the wormies wanted, they'd help. But we can't get there without Spinner Amariel's help, and she's not too happy with me. She's up on the ridge overlooking the bone orchard. Maybe I shouldn't go with you. No, that's silly. I'm sure she'll be happy to see me. But just to be prudent, I'll let you do the talking.
You're Dringoth's friend, right? Spinner Amariel won't be happy about that. Very bright, good sense of humor. No patience for Dringoth's mischief. Years ago, she'd had enough, so she took him apart and scattered him around the bone orchard. I laughed hard enough to shift my barrow. Most of us choose to sleep in our own bones, but Dringoth borrowed those of a long-dead elf. He was always restless, even in life. Dringoth's true bones are gnarled in the roots of the barrow bar. Some say they're the oldest in the orchard. Look out for him, would you? His recklessness tends to wear at the others buried here. Tired, very tired. Much taller.
Oh, you can see me. It takes a keen mind to see someone in my position. Welcome. You'll find no rattling chains or slamming doors here, I promise. Just a lost soul committed to a game that never ends. I am Philia, or I was. It hardly matters. In life, I was a master of games of all sorts. Cards, dice, parlor games. I loved them all. Alas, I ran afoul of a drunk who'd grown sick of me winning all the time. So he put a knife in me. In part, truthfully, I think other forces keep me here. Before I died, I helped the Roysters Club craft their game. I played countless matches, but always won. To truly know a game, you must lose. Perhaps if I am defeated, my spirit will move on. Tempting, but I sense that you are not ready. Only a master can defeat me. Go and hone your craft. Challenge others and improve. When you reach the summit, return to me. I would relish a challenge.
This one was impressed by your fights at this ring. What are you doing to my clothes? Now join the audience.
Spinner and Mario, we need your help. It's an emergency.
Dringoth, who put you back together? Are you to blame for these worm cultists?
Not at all. Well, not exactly. I'll let my friend fill you in.
Why did you let Dringoth talk you into this? Do you know how much trouble he's brought to the Bone Orchard? My apologies. His very presence wears at my manners. What do you need? Yes, their leader threw and made vague threats about me remaining inside. He's attempting to raise the old bones beneath the Barabo, but there's no way he'll do that before Eldenroot sends a patrol, so I'm staying put. Dug up? But that would take weeks. How do they manage? Why? Those old bones are useless to them. The Barabo shields them from necromancy. But if they can dig up the Barabo's roots... Oh no, they plan to turn the old bones into an army! Here, this is Niranon's horn. Head beneath the Barabo and sound the horn before the gate. It's the only way inside, unless you want to help the worm cult with their digging. And don't let Dringoth sneak off with that horn.
They're already inside. If we're lucky, they haven't made it to the heart of the Barabao. They can't have uncovered all this so quickly. We should hurry. If Niranon still stands, she'll let us through. She has to. What's so special about a great tree the size of a sailing ship, sealing the old bones beneath it in eternal slumber? Not much beyond all that, I suppose. To keep people out, why else? Spirits hate disturbances, and to keep the bones from wandering away. The Barabao grew around the oldest skull in the ground, you know. The big hill in the center of the orchard, well, Suppose it doesn't look much like a skull now. Been buried too long. Ha! Oh, most think it belongs to the god Ifre. His death made the bones of the earth, or so it goes. Depends on who tells the story. Oh, no, of course not. Nobody that important. I don't know. Yes, it's left me completely. Wait, did you hear that? Could have sworn it was a wormy. Oh, must have been my imagination.
Who disturbs the heart of the barrow bow?
Niranon, enough with the theatrics! You need to let us in!
Dringoth, what are you doing here? Who is with you? And why are there intruders in the roots of the barrow bow? Dringoth, what have you done?
Nothing, I'm trying to help!
Once again you bring us suffering. Banishment is too good for you this time.
Dringoth, what have you done?
What will you make us lose this time, Dringoth?
You should have left, Dringoth.
Ulfras will not forgive you again.
Why, Dringoth? Why return?
Dringoth, you were banished, yet you dare return?
Just listen to me, we're in danger! Necromancers are trying to kill the barrow bow!
You warn of danger. Dringoth, who leveled nations with his girth. Your restlessness trapped us here in the first place.
There are a vast number of elf bones in the bone orchard. If we all use them together, we can drive out the invader!
Together? Since when have you done anything that wasn't for yourself? Once more you bring danger upon us, then beg for our help to end it. No longer! You'll remain beneath the barrow bow until the world forgets you!
Ulfras, wait!
We have no quarrel with you, living one. Indeed, we thank you for your part in awakening us. The invaders in the barrow bow must be stopped. Because we must punish him for his transgressions. The elf-bone shell to which he was banished will no longer suit him. We'll return him to the old skull around which the barrow bow first grew. The very skull that surrounds this room. Dringoth's crimes are unforgivable. We once sought a true death in the farthest reaches of the world, but his aimless wanderings led to our imprisonment. Here, we can never die. That story is as long as it is old. You would endure the telling? In days long past, our old bones longed for the sun's sweet kiss, for friends we knew in life. But our restless wanderings caused untold suffering. We went far away to be forgotten by the world, to die. But Dringoth continued to wander, to destroy. He couldn't bear to stay in one place for long. Yet while he fixed his gaze upon the horizon, he forgot to watch the ground. Whole cities crumbled beneath him. Amidst this devastation, the wood elves of Fallen Estes saw his wanderlust for what it was. They invited him to join the travels of their walking city. His elation gave them time to ensorcel him into slumber. Unaware, he laid down to sleep. They buried him and planted a seed in his skull. In time, it became the barrow bow. The wood elves of Fallen Estes feared our fading bones would wander, so they sought us out and carried us to the bone orchard. Here, they interred us beneath shrines to Ifre, ensuring we would never be forgotten. Because of this, none of us can die. No. In telling the story, we see he did not. But his wanderings led to great destruction, and his selfishness led our bones to this prison. He afflicted us with the doom of endlessness, and for this crime he cannot be forgiven. Perhaps we were too hasty. Very well. Because Dringoth broke his exile only to warn us of so great a threat, we'll allow him to leave us in peace, but only if he aids us in driving out the invaders.
Enemies at the inner gate. Come quickly, we'll drive out the worm cult. Return them to the dust! Protect the barrow bow.
Can't say I'll miss throwing back wave after wave of wormies and their bony minions, but now I have a chance to see the world, meet new and interesting people. Only now I won't accidentally smash everything in my path. Rather embarrassing, that. Can't say I'll miss throwing back wave after wave of wormies and their bony minions, but now I have a chance to see the world, meet new and interesting people. Only now I won't accidentally smash everything in my path. Rather embarrassing, that. See the world, I expect. Folks may not take kindly to chattering elf bones, but it's better than stomping everything to jelly, eh? I'm sure I'll see you around. The world's only so big. Bigger now, I expect. Ooh, how exciting! You know, I hadn't thought about it. I usually just pick a direction and start walking. Though sometimes that doesn't work out so well. Take the Sea of Ghosts. Seems like a fun jaunt, yeah? Up north, very north, lots of water. Ice like you wouldn't believe. But the barnacles, oh, do they chafe. Took me a decade rolling around in desert sands to rid myself of those. Oh yes, loved it. Warm, dry, and the sand feels so good on my bones. Unfortunately, the people there aren't big on walking skeletons. Not many are, but there in particular. I was on my best behavior too. They had no need to react like that. When they saw me coming, they took for the hills, the caves, whatever was available to hide in. By the time I reached a city, it would be completely deserted. Made me terribly lonely. But that was long ago. I should visit, see how things have changed.
I was beginning to wonder if I'd ever see you again. Any news? What? Is it my Saurian? Is he all right? It was inevitable. The only person he really loved was himself. It was only a matter of time before one of his true loves objected. I will miss him dearly. I did love him in spite of everything, but I could not change him. Thank you.
Did you notice the tiger skulls on my wall? They belong to a Sench couple who stalked Kanathi. Took me the better part of the year to track them. Tell me, stranger, have you ever seen tigers of such size? I can. I've been leader for the Briars for close to 50 years now. We are hunters, blessed by the great tree Brackenleaf with a deep knowledge of the forest and its creatures. In return, we protect Brackenleaf against an enemy called the Outsider. The Outsider is the deathless enemy of the Brackenleaf. It returns again and again to steal the heart of the Brackenleaf, only to be destroyed by the Briars. This and more you will learn in the trials. The first test of the Briars is to listen. Each of the masters has a lesson to teach about the hunt. These are the rules the Briars live by. To live off the flesh, to bring no harm to nature, and to protect Brackenleaf with our lives. One step at a time. Visit the 3 shrines, Snake, Wolf, and Tiger. Light the brazier at each shrine and listen to the masters. Then, if you still want to be a Briar, return to me and I'll explain the next trial. Joining Brackenleaf's Briars is nothing to take lightly. Many have died attempting the trials, and there is always the threat of the Outsider. What would you like to know? Old songs speak of days when Ifre walked among the trees of Valenwood. She planted the seed that would become Elden Root, but what most don't know is that she planted many more. Brackenleaf was one of those seeds. The first Briar was a skilled hunter called Thaldil. She single-handedly protected Brackenleaf from being destroyed by Colovians during the Imperial occupation of Grotwood. She followed the guidance of Brackenleaf and established the Briars. We are protectors of Brackenleaf, and through him, servants of Ifre, who created him. To involve ourselves in politics would only corrupt our mission. That said, we have no quarrel with Queen Irene or the Dominion. Brackenleaf's Briars are any who can prove themselves worthy by passing the trials. The trials do not distinguish between the races of Tamriel, and neither do we. You already know the Outsider is our greatest threat. Beyond this, some secrets are meant for those who pass the trials and join our number.
I am the snake. I hide in the tall grass and close on my prey with lightning speed. I'm cunning, agile, and fierce. Watch. My prey does not see me coming until it's too late. Deceive and strike. The way of the snake is dark and calculated. Remember this.
I am the tiger. I use brute force to destroy my prey. I am strong, proud, and fearless. I stand toe-to-toe with my prey and deliver a ferocious killing blow. Use superior strength to overcome your prey. The way of the tiger is to dominate. Remember this.
I am the wolf. I howl, and the rest of the pack responds. Sharp-toothed and hungry, we hunt together. Working together, we take down the toughest foe. Hunt as a pack. The way of the wolf is to move in numbers. Remember this.
So, you've heard the masters speak. Snake, tiger, wolf. These are the spirits of the hunt. Each briar embraces the qualities of one of these spirits. Are you still interested in joining the briars? The next trial will not be so simple. It will require you to commit your whole self, mind, and body. Venture to the frog cave near the seashore. A rare breed of red frog, the Falinesti peeper, lives among the reeds. Capture one and eat it. Yes, and it must be consumed alive. The frog will allow you to see the forest like you never have before. Once your journey begins, the spirits of the forest will guide you. Don't be alarmed if the world around you seems to change. It's a property of the Falinesti peeper to reveal the true nature of the forest. But be careful. The true nature of the forest can be deadly.
Speak to me, friend. Don't be afraid. Don't worry. I'm a friend. The disorientation you're feeling is natural. It will pass. It's been a while since Glaris sent anyone here. She's been more cautious since the boy Erengor nearly died. Glaris and so many before her. This place was still young when I was cut from the branches of Brackenleaf and given life. How are you feeling? Are you ready to proceed? It's time for you to speak to Brackenleaf. Only he can judge whether you are worthy to serve him as one of his briars. Find him in the center of this grove. If he wills it, we will meet again.
You'll have to speak up. My hearing isn't what it used to be, and it was never very good to begin with. No ears, you see. Oh, the briars, you say? The briars carry my heart within them. They protect it with their very lives. It's a lot to give to protect a tree, especially one as old as me. Tell me, why do you want to join my briars? Good, good. I think you will find this forest is full of new things to discover. Never ate a frog and found yourself talking to a tree before, did you? Of course, not all the things you will discover here are safe. Are you prepared? Very good. I trust Glaris has told you about the spirits of the hunt. First, you must decide which fits you best. The snake's dark purpose, the tiger's grim determination, or the kinship of the wolf. Lithe and quick, striking with lethal efficiency is the snake. Interesting choice. The snake's prey is the wolf. If you wish to be like the snake, you must hunt its prey.
Brackenleaf is pleased, but you are not finished yet. Each hunter is also prey to another hunter. Wolf hunts tiger, and tiger hunts snake, and snake hunts wolf. It's not enough to hunt your prey. You must also prove stronger than those who hunt you. Your spirit animal's shrine lies at the edge of the forest. Light the brazier, and your predator will appear. Be prepared. Just as you stalked your prey, so your predator will pursue you with lethal cunning. When you are done, return to Brackenleaf.
Seen how the roads of hunter and hunted are. Now you have seen how the roles of hunter and hunted are interchangeable. You have stalked your prey and confronted your predator. You are almost ready to become a briar. One last trial remains. As I've said before, the briars are my guardians. They protect my heart against the outsider, an enemy who wants to steal my heart at any cost. You are the outsider. Your final trial is to enter my trunk and touch the flame of my heart. The Masters will fight you at every turn, and only by defeating them can you prove yourself worthy to become one of them. You have seen how the hunter is also the hunted. Well, in the same way, every briar begins as the outsider, a stranger who does not belong. Only by dying or completing the final test and joining the briars is the outsider defeated. Are you ready?
You'll not get past me.
Death is nothing, outsider. The only thing that matters is Brackenleaf's survival.
Leave this place. You are not welcome.
heart now resides within you. Carry it with honor and protect my forest with pride. I will now return you to Glass.
So, you've returned. Tell me, what did you see? Did you speak to Brackenleaf? Everyone's vision is a little different, but we all must take the heart and experience the role of the outsider. You stopped being the outsider when you proved yourself strong enough to defeat the Masters, and Brackenleaf offered you his heart. The Masters you fought were illusions, but they fought with all the strength of their real counterparts. Tell me, what spirit animal did you choose? Go to the snake's shrine. Pray at the brazier and receive the blessing of Brackenleaf's briars. Then return to me for the final rite of initiation. You have the blessing. Good. Then with open arms, I welcome you to our family, Brackenleaf's Briars. May you succeed in all your hunts and the great tree keep you in the shade of his leafy branches. You may return here as often as you like, and anywhere you see the shrine of the snake, you may seek Brackenleaf's blessing. Congratulations, friend.
why carry on?